Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, Wednesday, December, Wednesday, December what? I've lost track of the days, everyone. Let me try and think here. I'm gonna say it's the 18th, I think. Wednesday, December 18th. But anyways, I just realized that when I showed you guys my Christmas decorations, I skipped a part. So I just want to quickly show you guys what we've got. So this is on our door. Like, we have a screen door here, and then we have this door in here. And so I do this every year. I put these little window cling stickers on here. And this wreath is a wreath that I made at that Christmas crafting night at Lou's Craft that I had mentioned in one of the other videos. So I've kept it and I hang it on our door. It's really small, but it's really cute. And so I have like all these like snowflakes and stuff. We got Santa and that. So it's hard to show it to you as a whole. I don't know if I can back up and you can kind of get the general idea. Like that. Doesn't really show very well, but yeah, you can just see it's like on the whole top part of the door. And my beautiful wreath, I just had to show my beautiful wreath because I was really proud of it when I made it. This was, I don't even know how many years ago now that I did this craft night. I remember we made this wreath, and we made that Christmas bulb, the one with the painted acorns on it. And we also made, I can't remember what else it was that we made. There was some other stuff. Oh, we painted a gift box, a little tiny square gift box, and we painted it with a snowman. And I could have sworn I kept it, but I'm not sure where it is. It's got to be somewhere in storage, perhaps. I'm not too sure. Sorry, like, things are a little messy again. And yeah, I cannot remember. I thought there was another thing too. We did the acorn bulb, and we did the wreath, and we did the little box, but I could have sworn that we had done something else as well, and I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember. But anyways, I also wanted to share something with you guys that I found rather interesting. And it's from the Lupus newsletter that I get from the Lupus Ontario Foundation. And they always have a page that talks about new lupus research. And right now, there was a research study done assessing the family role functioning in people with lupus. And what they've said is pretty interesting. So, the topic is that people with lupus experience symptoms that affect family relationships, an important contributor to quality of life. The extent of the social consequences of lupus on family dynamics, as well as their effects on patients' disease outcomes and psychological well-being, are not fully understood. This may be due to a lack of instruments designed specifically to measure the effects of lupus on family relationships. So the researchers hope to learn about the impacts of lupus on family role functioning. example, the ability to fulfill key social roles such as spouse, parent, and worker, by use of their newly devised instrument called the SLE family, which includes measurement of 6 themes or domains of social life with 16 individual items. And who was studied? A total of 112 people with lupus participated in different parts of the study, which included the following phases: interviews, pilot study, validation, and following up pilot study. All patients were recruited to the study from the Rheumatology Clinic of the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey Robert Wood Johnson Medical School. Reading on, how was the study conducted? So we have, sorry for the glares. For inclusion in the study, lupus patients must have been 20 to 65 years old and fluent in English. Phase 1 of the study included a review of the literature, patient interviews, and a section of domains or topic areas to be explored in the SLE family, as well as development of specific items to address them. During Phase 2, the pilot test was conducted to assess readability and comprehension of, as well as performance on potential items for the SLE family, SKE family. That must be a typo. I think it's supposed to be SLE family. Phase 3 consisted of a study to validate the SLE family and determine its degree of retest reliability, to assess similarity of overall score when the test was given multiple times. And after validation, a follow-up pilot study was performed using a modified version of the SLE family, and items on the SLE family were designed to have content understandable at the 8th grade reading level according to Flesch-Kincaid grade level readability test. Responses to the SLE family were registered on a 7-point Likert scale, with higher scores indicating worse family function. Performance on the SLE family was compared to that on other validation measures which were specified for lupus are also available to the other patients. Now, this is where it gets interesting. What did the researchers find when considering all the patients included in the different phases of the study? They were mostly women, at least 88% in each study phase, with an average age of 37 to 39 years, who had lupus for an average of 8 to 10 years. Sorry, my hand's shaking, guys. I'm going to try and rest it on my boob. Okay, well, I'm busty, so they come in handy for one thing anyway. To rest my camera on. Sorry, guys. Okay. Who had lupus? Okay, where was I here? The lupus patients included were variable in disease activity, marital status, and race. Phase 1 results indicated that the meaning of family varied, with 95% of patients listing immediate family members as their family, but with 70% also including extended family, friends, and or pets. About 60% of the patients indicated that their lives were out of balance due to lupus and that work and other obligations often had to come before family. So isn't that interesting, guys? Because I know a lot of us have been, talking about balancing with lupus and working with lupus and stuff. And, it seems like because of lupus, and we're so afraid of losing our jobs that we work so hard at our jobs that it actually comes before our family, because by the time we get home from work, we're so exhausted we have nothing left for our family, which is really sad when you think about it. In addition, about 80% of patients reported that lupus negatively impacted their ability to function properly in various family roles, such as mother, father, husband, wife, and breadwinner. I'm not, I guess I'm surprised and not surprised at that statement, just because, like, they always say everywhere, they try to say that, well, with better treatments coming out now, that, lupus patients live a fairly normal life and are usually able to, parent and be everything, basically. But, it's been my experience, my own experience, and what I'm seeing other lupus patients experience from their YouTube channels and from support groups, that it really doesn't seem to be the case that we live a normal life, or a fairly normal life. I mean, it impacts us a lot. So it was nice to see that validated here. And I think it's good that they're finally looking into this kind of stuff, because, they're thinking, I think that it's the philosophy of them that they think that, most lupus patients, are being well controlled with medication, and that they're, living, a fairly decent quality of life. But really, we're not. At least, the ones that I know, and whatever. But, this is something I've always thought of. I want children so badly, but I'm also really concerned at the health risk factors that play a role in pregnancy with lupus, as well as I've heard some real horror stories of women going into huge flares after they give birth. And so, it's really, I go back and forth on the subject as to, is it really, am I really going to be able to be a parent with lupus? I don't know. That's a whole other video anyways. But getting along, it says, you guys have probably already read ahead, in 6 domains of the SLE family included measures related to the following: fatigue, family activity participation, mental health, isolation versus social support, and intimacy versus love and role functioning. So in phase 1, about 90% of patients indicated that fatigue was a problem for them. So see, like, that is a really high number. That 90% of these lupus patients are saying fatigue was a problem. And I really do find that fatigue is my number 1 issue. I mean, the fatigue can really, really knock you out. 65% indicated that fatigue was their most bothersome symptom. And in terms of family activity participation, 55% of patients indicated that lupus flares were unpredictable, although most said they learned how to cope with them. Excuse me. Also, participation in active activities were reportedly greatly affected by lupus, which I'm not surprised. In terms of mental health, 88% reported that poor mental health impaired their ability to participate in activities they found enjoyable, and also that the mental health and well-being of the entire family was affected by lupus. I mean, these are really good things for them to be noting now, I mean, this should, really I guess, show them how greatly lupus affects us so that they can get their butts in gear and come out with more treatments for us. What else? In terms of isolation versus social support, withdrawal tended to occur during times of lupus flares, during which times patients retreated to bed and felt excluded from valued activities with loved ones. In terms of intimacy versus love, 84% of the sexually active patients reported that lupus had a negative impact on their ability to have a gratifying sex life. There it is. The thing that no one wants to talk about is right there for us. I know that this has been an ongoing issue for me, and a very upsetting issue at that, because I got sick so soon after Alex and I got married. You know, we're supposed to be, you know, enjoying ourselves while we have no children. And lupus really does affect, you know, your sex life. In terms of role functioning, 80% indicated that family roles, especially those of spouse and parent, were negatively impacted by lupus. And there it is again. I mean, it's really hard to have enough of you to go around for all the things in your day. I mean, you know, by the end of the day, you are so I really don't know how else to put it. You're so that, you know, it's hard to have enough left to parent or, you know, for your spouse. I mean, it's a really hard balance. Phase 2 results indicated that overall, items on the SLE family had good internal consistency. Scores for different individual items were consistent with each other and were significantly correlated with other previously validated quality of life tools. Phase 3 results indicated that the SLE family had good test and retest reliability. Similarity of overall score when the test was given multiple times. The validity the ability to measure what it intends to measure of the family SLE family, was shown to be strong when compared to that of other related measures mentioned above. Interviews of a subset of patients indicated that the instructions for the SLE family were understandable and easy to read, and also about 90% of the items on the SLE family were rated 9 to 10 on a 10-point scale, with 10 indicating an excellent item for the assessment of a particular domain. And in addition, every patient expressed that evaluating how lupus affects family role functioning is extremely important. Yes, it is. What was the limitations of the study? One of the items on the SLE family may have been misunderstood by several patients. However, the researchers conducted additional analysis to account for this, and the results remain unchanged. And what do the results mean for us? The SLE family is a new and unique instrument useful in measuring health-related quality of life in people with lupus, specifically as related to family role functioning, and further studies will be needed to validate these results in a larger patient population comprised of various ethnic groups. Yeah, so I know this is like a long video, but thankfully I can now post longer videos. So, and I really thought it was good information to share with all my loopy friends out there. there's Jamie. Yeah, I just really found it interesting, guys. So I hope that, you found it interesting as well. And, like, let's get a discussion going, I guess. If you have any comments on the research that I just shared with you and your thoughts on, how you think, lupus affects family roles and things of that nature, share them. I'd really like to hear what you guys think and what you experience. Anyways, I am going to now eat my breakfast because I'm a little bit late on that and I need to take my meds with my breakfast. I'm going to watch Ellen. I watch that every day now. And last night I started to reorganize my bookshelf and it's looking really good. I've now put everything to do with the child care related stuff all in here. There's a little bit of lupus stuff at the back that I couldn't fit on another shelf because it's too tall. And there's a little bit of some, no, it's all lupus stuff. Yeah, lupus stuff. And so yeah, I've put that there with all the stuff to do with childcare, like activities and stuff. And then this shelf I have books that I've read or have to read. And then this is all children's books for when I work with the kids. And then the bottom has reborning, scrapbooking, information about starting my own business, and recipes, and useful information for doing stuff around your home. But I still have, I have some stuff here that I got to go through to see if I want to keep it or get rid of it. I've just really been doing a lot of cleaning up around here, just getting rid of stuff. And like I had like a lot of papers of notes and things that I've taken, and I just went and spent all last night just typing them all up and putting them on my computer so I don't have papers everywhere. And I just organized all my files on my computer, and now I just need to burn a backup copy of them just in case anything, God forbid, happens to my computer. But so I'm just getting some stuff done and just getting things put away, and I'm hoping to just finish off Estelle. I'm gonna hopefully by tonight get her eyebrows painted on. And also, she's a little shiny on her hands and feet, so I'm going to put a matte varnish on there. And then bake her and get her ready, because tomorrow I'm going to go to Isabel's and we are going to spend the afternoon rooting together, because I need to get my butt in gear and start rooting Estelle. So that's my plan for the day. I am going to update my journal because I have not written in it forever, and there's like so much stuff that's happened since last time I wrote. So I'm also going to update my journal, finish organizing stuff, which this little pile shouldn't take me too long, and maybe watch some Christmas movies, and then hopefully get Estelle all done and ready for tomorrow. So that's it, everyone. I don't think there's anything else, and this video is like way too long now, so talk to you later.